what we were running is a government. The government of the Biafra Republic, government in exile, the government of de facto, and now the government of the United States of Biafra. There was no time the Prime Minister knew that at any particular point in time, some people, some unscrupulous elements will come up with using the registration of Brigi to destroy the restoration of the United States of Biafra. The Prime Minister never bargained for that, never approved that, never even thought about that. That was why around maybe February of 2023, the Prime Minister wanted some of the people that originally registered Brigi that have been fired, that he has suspended from the struggle. The Prime Minister kind of wanted to update the registration of the Biafra Republic government in exile. And what he did was to tell Ogenkere to update that information to remove some of the names that were originally in that paper, in that registration paper. And I believe that was why that March registration, something like that, which happened, probably the instruction the PM gave, somebody maybe took it to another level. I don't know. But this history is a fact. At no point in time does our PM ever think that we will have the United States of Biafra, Biafra Republic government in exile, de facto government, that people will hijack in the process, change our email passwords, hijack the government website, the Brigi website, hijack the de facto, the IPOB website. The Prime Minister never ever thought that something like this could happen. The Prime Minister never ever thought that the lobbyists that he has hired to protect the independence of the United States of Biafra will at any particular point in time start telling the Prime Minister that what he registered is Brigi. No more the United States of Biafra. The Prime Minister hired the lobbyists to ensure that the United States of Biafra gets the recognition it needs all over the world by different countries. That was the original intention. But when some people believe that things are not going on their own way, they decided to work with these lobbyists who now started presenting Brigi registration instead of the whole country recognition, which the Prime Minister have mandated them to do. That is the fact of the matter. Because at no point when the Prime Minister was around that we even talk about the registration of Brigi or registration of anything. It's just like bringing up the registration of New Dimension Mandate, registration of all this. There are so many things the Prime Minister approved. That Brigi, the Prime Minister approved everything. It is not as if these individuals have authority on their own to go and register those things. We, Biafrans, approved those things through our Prime Minister, so that when these things are registered, that will help us in the process of our final redeclaration, declaration, and recognition all over the world. That was exactly what happened. But along the line, some mischievous individuals think that because the Prime Minister is not available, they can now hijack the registration of anything to their name. And that is why they started flying it out there. It's just a pity. It's just so sad that people that the Prime Minister trusted to do certain things for him, trusted to do certain things for the registration, for the recognition, for the realization of the independent state of Biafra, now turn that into their own private business, private property. Even the shame to talk about things like that to Biafrans is incomprehensible. Nobody can ever thought that individuals will go so far to ascribe something like Brigi that it belongs to them. And that is exactly what this individual did, and convinced the lobbyists that the prime minister hired to go along the same line with them. It's just unfortunate. So to your question, miracle, something like that will never happen. And that is why the prime minister have mandated myself to be in charge of this nation until he joins us. There's a reason for that. There are so many things, so many registrations that were done, even so many signatories that were appended to paper. We've never had even one of them to come out to claim that they own that department or they own that organization, except this individual, Ogen Kerry, with the brigade that he registered. And this alias, the lobbyists have come out to work with him, saying that according to him, according to the registration of brigade, that it is him, it is Ogen Kerry. But it was not. I'm telling Elias, Ogen Kerry was never the original person that registered brigade in America. So I need to tell the lobbyists to go and search for the original registration of brigade. It was not Ogen Kerry. That means you don't even know what you are doing. You do not even have a clue. That is why some of us laugh when you do some of these things. You say some of the things you say, because we are not running an organization, we are running a country. So I'm telling the lobbyists to also go online and search those that registered brigade before you see Ogen Kerry's name there. You're going to see Madam Asuka Wankwo. You're going to see people like Arewa. You're going to see maybe other people. It is online. It's on public domain. So when you are making that mistake, fronting Ogen Kerry as the person that registered brigade or whoever, you're making a grave mistake. But that is not where the United States of Biafra is going. We have passed that level. And those that want to remain there, they can go ahead and remain there. But we are moving forward with the United States of Biafra. So miracle, yes, that will never ever happen. Thank you so much.